Thank you very much. So my name again is Bob Baker. So I just wanted to say a few things about Henry Wallace. I'd like to maybe have in three areas. One is in his early life, later in his political life, and then the legacy that he's left to the whole nation and the world. Henry Wallace is someone everyone should study. They should study the Wallace family because the Wallaces, Henry Wallace in particular, you could say is the father of great agriculture. Even the great Norman Borlaug, who developed the miracle wheat, said Henry Wallace, who was raised and born in Iowa, is the father of modern American seed production. Yes.
他不像我们简单的介绍一下 Henry Wallace 这个人，会分三个部分。第一个是 Henry Wallace 的早期生活，第二个部分是他的政治生活，第三个部分是 Henry Wallace 给美国以及给世界留下的遗产。Henry Wallace 他们可以把它称作为大农业之父。他是之前在爱荷华州也从事过一些相关种业的种子的种植、培育和种植。
So when Henry Wallace was young, there was actually, he was the third Henry Wallace. The first Henry Wallace set up the biggest agricultural newspaper in the United States called the Wallace's Farmer. And he was instrumental in helping develop agricultural policy through the USDA. The second Henry Wallace became Secretary of Agriculture, and he was instrumental in developing further a policy that brought the United States into scientific agriculture. And through their newspaper, they wrote every week and taught young farm men and women about scientific agriculture.
刚才提到的那个 Henry Wallace 其实已经是第三位 Henry Wallace 了。第一位 Henry Wallace 的话，他创办了一个农业报纸，农业报上面会刊登跟农业相关的一些信息，包括农业政策。第二个 Henry Wallace 他就成为了农业部部长，每周的时候都会在报纸上向美国农民去介绍怎么去进行科学的农业种植等等。
So when Henry Wallace was 14, or when he was 6, his best friend is a famous geneticist who he studied and walked in the fields with when he was a little guy. And his name was George Washington Carver, who developed all kinds of seed breakthroughs at Tuskegee Institute. Then later, Henry Wallace, when he was 14, started developing crossbred seed corn. And by the time he was 20, he had set up a seed corn company, which today is the largest seed corn company in the world, called Pioneer Seed Corn Company.
刚才简要的介绍一下 Henry Wallace 从6岁到20岁的一个经历。6岁的时候，Henry Wallace 他有一个朋友是一位基因学家，他们就对于 Henry Wallace 来说，他就学习到了很多一些关于种子、一些关于农业的知识。14岁的时候开始 ，Henry Wallace 开始接触一些跟玉米的一些杂交的一些农业。然后到20岁的时候，他成立了一家公司，这家公司叫做 Seedcoin。然后现在是全世界最大的。现在是全世界规模最大的。
So that's the early life of Henry Wallace. Then he got into political discussion, and Franklin Roosevelt asked him to be the head of the United States Department of Agriculture. He completely reorganized the United States Department of Agriculture and is considered one of the greatest administrators we've ever had to this day. He developed the Soil Conservation Service. They built the Rural Electrification Program through the USDA. They extended more credit through the USDA than any other institution to agriculture and rural development from 1932 to 1944.
刚才说的是他的早期生活，现在聊他的政治生活。他后来在罗斯福的聘请下担任了农业部部长，直到现在为止也认为是最杰出的农业部部长之一。在他任期期间，他推行了很多跟农业相关的政策，包括如何去保护土壤，如何去保护农民的权益。他也覆盖到了农业的方方面面。特别是1932年到1944年这个期间。
So Franklin Roosevelt made Henry Wallace the administrator of many organizations during the war years to procure resources to fight World War II. And he was famous internationally, but especially in South America, where because he spoke fluent Spanish, he negotiated lots of trade agreements in South America, and he got in trouble with the Wall Street bankers because he demanded that the workers in the companies in South America get paid a very good wage to develop the resources to send to the United States. And the Wall Street bankers did not want that.
在政治年代呢，罗斯福总统也是请这个 Henry Wallace 去很好的去进行一些生产，进行一些农产品的发放等等。而且同时，这个 Henry Wallace 他也能够讲非常流利的西班牙语，他也能够跟南美进行非常顺利的沟通。包括他有一点让华尔街的一些银行感到非常的不开心，比如说是在华尔街的银行。比如说，在南美，他给南美的一些农民让他们有很高的收入，但同时这个华尔街银行就不同意。
So I'll just summarize since we need to get going. But what Henry Wallace did is phenomenal. He developed a highline chicken breed that ended up being 80% of all the chickens in the world today through his genetic engineering. He developed the giant strawberry. He genetically invented that. And set up research farms that now are all over the world that have improved the genetics of wheat and corn and all kinds of things. And so keep that in mind when you look around and read some of the stuff on Henry Wallace. And I encourage everybody, study Henry Wallace, read his writing, and you'll find him very win-win.
他最后总结一下，就是说 Henry Wallace 他的一个成就是非常的巨大的，是现象级的。他所培育出来的一个鸡苗，现在是世界上80%的鸡都是采用他所培育出来的那个鸡苗。然后他还研发或者培育出了世界上就是最大的草莓品种之一。第三点就是他在农业方面的研究也是非常多的，他对于小麦、对于玉米等等都有很多的研究。所以待会大家去参观的时候，就可以看一看 Henry Wallace 他的个人的一些生平、个人的一些经历，就是之后也可以自己多看看这方面的东西。